What's up, everyone? So we're going to do a quick analysis of all the coins on the floor. I'm looking at the 4-hour time frame right now, and everything is looking really, really good. So let's start off with a few coins. I'll jump into yesterday's alts that I mentioned on yesterday's video, and we'll see how they fed out. So first of all, I'm looking at Waves USDT. Now I've got a previous resistance around this level here, where there's a lot of wicks, and quite a number of rejections. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6. And then it was a previous support zone here. So this is a really, really strong zone on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour, sorry. And if we go down to the 1 hour, you can see that we're getting there. So I'm probably going to make a quick entry when this 4 hour closes, if we can hold this region. And then when the 1 hour closes, if it does close above, then I'll look to make an entry. So the 4 hour actually closes in an hour and 15. So I might give it some time. I dare say this needs a bit of breathing space to consolidate a bit and then keep pushing up further. So EOS USDT, we can see it on a 4 hour time frame. Nice, pennant pattern here. Probably still got another few hours to go. I'd say 8 to 12 hours before we actually push up out of here. But nevertheless, this region is looking really, really strong for a buy. And a quick push up out of here yields 14%. Now I'd be very conservative and probably start entering just above here. And if we look at the moving averages, let's have a look at where they're sitting currently. Okay, so we've got starting to get a little bit of support now from this 50 moving average on the 4 hour time frame, which is good. That's really good. And if we can consolidate above this, then we're looking really good, okay? Now let's go to Litecoin, which I think I mentioned on yesterday's video, but this is still panning out and playing out, which is good. On a 4 hour time frame, again, we're still waiting. A lot of these coins are in this pennant pattern. So if we look at the 50 moving average, really good support, 100 and 200. We're starting to get really good support from this 50 moving average across most of these coins now, which is good signs. So if we go to Ethereum Classic, another coin I'm looking at, I dare say that, and I can't even see my indicators on here. Sorry. There we go. Okay, so yeah, a lot of these coins are starting to get a bit of support from the 50 moving average. Yeah, this is really good. Like a lot of convergence here now of moving averages. This is perfect. So let's see how this goes. I mean, decreasing volume over time, which is always a good thing for volatile moves. I do see, it's not quite a divergence of RSI. Okay, so I'll let this one sit. This one's probably got a bit longer to go. If these moving averages can push under price action and we can consolidate there, then we're kind of looking at a decent potential push up. And this is what? $4.40 to at least $5. So that's well over 10% for Ethereum Classic. Now, Cardano ADA, I dare say, I won't pull up the moving averages. I dare say that we're starting to move into that support region. But quite a number of wicks here. Now, there's not much margin for profit. I'd say probably 2% or so, 3%. But again, once you break above this move here, then it's a clear run all the way up, because this is like a resistance zone here. It's a clear run up all the way to at least 52 cents. And so from an entry here, you're looking at what? Close to 10%. Yeah, so 9%-ish. Now, BNB, I'm loving this right now. So BNB, obviously I showed the BNB to BTC pair yesterday. The BNB to USDT pair is pretty much performing very similar now. I'm starting to see our impulsive waves. We've got wave 1, 2, 3, and within this we can see subwaves of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you've got potentially an ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I go down to lower time frames, that'll show. And then we've got, potentially a truncated ABC, so ABC. But, a closure above this may see a fifth wave come into here. And I think I actually did show in yesterday's video that we run up to that 786 region, so which perfectly aligns with previous resistances from previous price structures around this zone here. So the 1722. and a run up from where we currently are. If we do close above this region right here, and I'll quickly show you the potential profit. So it's about 10%, right? If I go to lower time frames like the 1 hour, and look for previous resistance zones, it's around, I'll raise this purple box a little bit. So we're kind of just sitting on the edge of that resistance now. So I'd like to see a push up would make today a really, really good day. So a lot of the alts are popping off actually. A lot of green across the board today, which is always good to see. Now, Quantum, similar to Cardano that I showed you before, so it's sitting in that region. No clear support zones. No clear support lines, as in we can see a decent support here potentially, but there's a pretty steep fall back to support. So ideally I look for ones where there's a much steeper support, so something where it'd be like this, and price action is sort of, if I go to the brush tool, where price action is, around this region, and then looking for a break above here. So Quantum, I'm not too keen on entering at the moment. We could get a push above, but like Cardano, it's still got probably a bit of a leg to go. Now, you can maybe call this as being like a rising wedge. I don't know. Might stick out of this one for a while and watch it play out a bit more to see a bit more market structure. Now, I'll quickly take a look at some alts, the high volatility ones. If I go to, obviously BNB is up there, Grossel Coin, that was ridiculous. I'm not sure if any of you saw that run yesterday, but it was something like 200%. So that's unreal. GRS BTC. So yeah, that run was crazy. Now, look, there could be someone mentioned yesterday about catching the dips, and on a 4-hour time frame, this looks pretty ugly. I'd wait to see. Now we're actually coming close to bouncing off this 618 fib region here, often referred to as the golden pocket, but I don't know. MACD is obviously curving over. Histogram's ticking downwards. We were way overbought. And so this was definitely due to come down. Now, I would look at lower resistance zones and then wait for a reversal, potentially. We're starting to see a bit of consolidation here. There could be more moves to the downside. We could honestly just fall all the way back down. But as we've seen with Engine Coin, which is up like 700%, there could actually be a reversal and a swing upwards, a break past this previous resistance, and then a continuation, a push up. Now, the only thing with these sort of coins is you have to have in my opinion, a very tight stop loss. The reason being is because a small move, like you can see, that's tight. Like that move there is tiny, but yet it's already 4%. And so you want to set a very tight stop loss, and that's why this, I'd wait for a tick up in these indicators, as well as potentially, a long consolidation here, and wait for a push upwards and confirm with breaks of previous resistance zones. Now, I'll take a look at two more alts. So I've already looked at BNB, XLM. I think I already looked at that earlier. VeChain. I'll look at VET. So VeChain. Okay, so nice support here. Potentially just could get an ascending triangle play out here. We've got the resistance to do so. I'll look at a 15-minute chart in just a second. Might even be handy to look at a 5-minute chart. But yeah, we're dealing with a pretty, not a low cap coin, but low digits, almost like the penny stocks of crypto. 140 sats is what we're playing with Satoshi units. So I don't know. If I go from this bottom peak, let's see where we're retraced to. So it was a 382 retracement. If we get a breakout out of here and let's do a really conservative one-to-one extension. Pull it back to here. And let's say we only ever hit the 618 region if we bounce out above this previous resistance. Still looking at 3% profit. This might actually not be too bad of a move to play. Obviously we're on a 15-minute chart right now, so we have probably a few hours to play out. 7 hours to play out. So for me, that's just before 7 o'clock. Sorry, before 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But this could actually be a really good move. So VeChain, definitely something to look at. Might keep that tab open for the rest of today. And let's look at one more. So if I go CVC to BTC, already in double digits. So okay, so probably not something, unless you want to play the reversal. I'm not too fond of that. So Dash BTC, again in double digits. May have already had a reversal. Okay, this would have been good to play. I'm not sure about that structure. ARN BTC, again, it's a bit messy. Okay, so nice support zone here. Obviously, we've had a reversal here before where we push back up. This seems to be a solid zone. Previous resistance. This could be a solid zone. I'd wait for breaks above here, and a reversal on higher time frames. Volume's decreasing, so I don't like to use the Bollinger Bands much, but let's have a look at them. Okay, so no real squeeze on that. Yeah, very well. Okay, so I don't like to use the Bollinger Bands often. It's just nice to look at them when volume is decreasing. Now, Breadcoin, okay, interesting. Never seen this one before. I guess it's fairly new to the market. Yeah, oh, maybe not. Okay, wow, this has been on Binance for a very long time. Wow, I did not know this. Okay, a lot of volatile moves. Jesus, look at these massive wicks up. That's huge. Okay, so not something I like to play. Don't like I would call this a pump and dump coin, but I might wrap up this video here. I'll look at one more ICX BTC, but I think I already looked at this on the USDT pair. Sometimes they differ, but I mean, generally the patterns are both the same. Look, I'll wrap that video up there. You've got a lot of coins that are sort of potentially popping here. Binance Coin, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, EOS, Waves, VET to BTC. Plenty of potential moves that can play out today. So, yeah, let me know how you go with your trades. Today could be an exciting day.